guys, welcome back to Hiro Koi. Right, if you've seen my last video, I went to the koi collection, so I didn't have a chance to unbox them and see them. I had to do a few things, so I'm doing that now, and that's in this video. And the video is getting a bit long on the last one, so I said I'll put it in this video. So just going to go into the bunker. Look at the mess out here still. Let's sort all this out. Look, let's have the boiler done. So it's gone very dark. So let's get into the bunker. Probably gone very dark for a second. Let's get the lights on. There we go. Spin around there. Right. So floating in there. So let me get them together. Get my stuff together. I'm gonna stick them in the bowl. I got them from two different breeders. I think there's Sukuma and Hiro. I forget how you pronounce it now. I'll have to think. Look how it's pronounced. But yeah. So we'll get them in the bowl, give them a measure up, and we can have a look at what we got in there. Okay, this is my first lot. These are Hiro Koi. 3 little beauties. 15 centimeters, 16 centimeters, and 20 centimeters on those 3. But I think they've got some good potential on those. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully I have some better luck with the Goshki. I don't always have luck with Goshki, but I think these are really nice. And that one is my favourite. 16 centimeters at the moment. Got a little tanjo spot on it. So it'll be very interesting to get the temperature back up in these now. See if we can get some size on these. I know that's a little bit more of a gin room one, so that's going to be a slower grower. But again, I think it's a nice little fish. So that is my first 3. It's the Hiro Koi. So, tell me what you think. Do you like Goshki? Are you a fan of Goshki? It's not for everybody's taste, but I really like the Goshki. It's one of my favourite fish. So, leave me a comment down below what you think and which one of these 3 is your favourite. So, that's number 1, that's number 2, and the big one is number 3. Let's get them in. And moving on, these are from Sukuma. Now these beauties have 2 shower. That one's at 12 centimeters. That shower there is currently at 15 centimeters, and that tancho there is also at 15 centimeters. It's a beautiful tancho. I don't know if I can get it without the glare. Actually, so we turn the light off. That will be a better shot. Probably not. And in for that tancho. So again, tell me what you think, what your thoughts are. Sort of like that one. There we go. So we'll go number 1, number 2, and the tancho number 3. So the small shower at the front, so it's 1, 2, 3. Tell me which one you think is your favourite. For me, it's the tancho, I'm afraid. The other 2 are plus that big show as well. I really like that one, but that tancho is really nice. So tell me what you think. Again, get the heat on, get some growth on these. These will be really nice fish. Let's get these in. Okay, so them 6 are now in there, settling in. So what I think I'm going to do as well, I've got in here, I've got there's a tancho Goshki in there, and I'm thinking of moving that one into the other tank as well, and possibly, I don't know, maybe a couple of the smaller Hiro. Definitely that one Goshki in there. I'll say he definitely is going to go. He's starting to put a bit of size on, but he's competing with the others for the food, I think. So I'm definitely putting the Tancho Goshki in, and I might put the smaller Hiro in there. There's definitely two of the smaller Hiro to go in. I think I might move those over. I'll have to see. I'll need to see how big they are, but definitely want that Goshki in there with the other ones as well. So let me move him over now, and then I'll get some of the others checked out. Okay, so in there at the moment is the 6 new ones. I've put my 3 Omasako Hiros in there, the smaller ones, and the Tancho Goshki, which I believe is from New Forest Koi, the one I had off Vince, that's in there as well. Because they're the smaller ones. It'll just give these a bit more chance to get some food. Because when I feed these ones over here, so I've just put a bit of food in, I think these get it much well before the little ones. So it just gives them a bit of a chance. And it was getting a bit crowded in here because they're putting a bit of size on there. I was going to put the Kohaku in there as well, but that's not in a 2-step Kohaku there. But it has put a nice bit of size on recently. They're all going really nuts. Some of them are huge now. That Kajako, he's a monster. And that one Hiro as well, it's even bigger. So yeah, I'm very pleased with the growth rate on some of these now. They really are starting to grow. One of the Hiro in there is still a bit small from the first lot I had. Not too bad though. Was that the first lot or the second lot? I can't remember, but that's probably, actually that might be on the second lot I had. I bought 4, but that's quite a bit of size on that one has. So yeah, so they're going to stay in there, hopefully be okay, they should be, and hopefully these will settle in nice, and see how these get on, get a bit of growth on them hopefully. Right, while I was down at Ken's, obviously picked these 6 beauties up. I had a quick look in his quarantine as well, and he's got some more coming out. He has got some nice fish coming out. He did have them Shinoda in there, which I was very tempted with, but budget didn't allow at the moment. I spent a lot more than I should have done this time. I don't know, not should have done. A lot more than I anticipated this time. But I think they're well worth it. So yeah, I might do a little bit of saving for a couple of weeks, and I might have to pop back down again and have a look what them Shinodas are left. But I know he's got some in quarantine coming out as well, so I think I might wait until they come out of quarantine and go down and have a look again, and I might have to come back with a few more little beauties. Also in the last video I did mention that while I was down there we had a chat about an open day or events classed as an open day I suppose. And we've come up with some dates. Now the first one has been confirmed at the moment, and that is the Saturday the 1st of June. That's it, I had to think for a second then. So Saturday the 1st of June is the first event of the Koi collection. He's going to have lots of deals on, lots of Koi for sale. He's obviously got more coming in from Japan. I know he's got, I think another 25-30 boxes coming in from Japan. So hopefully they should be all out and ready for the event for the 1st of June. So yeah, lots going on, lots of dry goods as well. I think he's going to put a raffle on as well. He did mention, we had a chat about maybe doing a raffle for a fish. He's going to pick a nice fish out. I don't know how much the tickets are going to be, but on the day you can buy a ticket and you've got a chance of winning a really nice fish. So I'll get more information on that when he gets a bit closer. He's going to pick a fish out, then he's going to put in the raffle, and then you've got a chance of winning a lovely fish on the day. So yeah, all good. What else was that? There was something else, can't remember, but yeah, the day is going to be a fantastic day. So there's going to be refreshments on the day, so there'll be food, there's going to be drinks there, lots of deals on the fish, lots of deals on the dry goods. It's going to be a great day, and hopefully the weather's going to hold out for us. I'm going to have a nice day because it is lovely to sit outside. So put it in your diary, and it should be an absolutely fantastic day. Morning guys, next day. Fish are settling really well in the bunker. They're all happy now. Heater's back on. We're back up to 17.4 at the moment, so it's gradually creeping up, which is good. Hopefully I can get that up a bit more. It'll be the next couple of days. It'll take a while to get the water back up where I'd like it, and then I can start upping the feed a bit more and getting some growth on them. Just checking in here. Little job I've got to do today on this. When I removed all this and took this pipe out here, because that's still got water in it, it's actually broke the seal a little bit down here. So as you can see, the table is wet, so I think there's a little drip off there, so I do want to seal that back up. I was going to use IB1, but it's a new tube. I'm not opening a new tube just for that, but I have got some other silicone. What's it now? It's a CB1. It's the same stuff, but it's white, and it's used in bathrooms and stuff. But just to seal it off, that's going to be fine for now. Just so that's going to stop that little leak on the down there and stop wetting all that. Actually, I need to get some food while I'm here. These need their morning feed. Not too much, just give them a little bit of food. We can check them out. Here we are, look. And Henrietta's going to be up straight away. And I need to redo my feeding ring. It's the fixings come off the one side, but I do need to build a bigger one this year because they're getting quite big now and they're struggling to get in the feeding ring. So I'm going to redo that this year and make a bigger one to fit. I probably said it before, I wanted to fit sort of in this corner there, see if I can bend the pipe to shape it round there. That's the plan anyway, so I've got to get that done, but they're all looking good. Temps are starting to come up now, so I'll spin you back round. We're at 8 degrees today. We had a really cold, I mean yesterday morning there was a hell of a frost down yesterday. I think it was -2, so it dropped a little bit, but hopefully I'm not going to get many more of them, and start the season, get some heat back in the pond. So we'll leave the lid open for a bit, give them some sunlight. Like I said, I've got that to do around there, but another job I want to do today, I've got to do. I now need, back around here, I want to tidy all this up today. Here, get rid of all this rubbish, got stuff to throw away, and this stuff needs to go back around the back. As I mentioned before, I had to take all this out because around here, at the back of the property, there's an alleyway, and from the gas mains, which is down in the cellar, it's a tiny little spot, you call it a cellar I suppose, that's where the gas mains is, and it comes up along the back of the wall and in to the boiler. So I had to have the boiler replaced, and all that stuff had to come out, which is all this stuff, so I've got to get that back around there. But when I was having the boiler done, I was having a chat with Dan, the engineer. Let's get in here a minute, a bit warmer in here. Let's get the light on. I was having a chat with Dan. Keep doing that. I need to move that somewhere else, I keep saying that. I had a chat with Dan, and what I'm thinking of doing is in here, in the bunker, possibly on this here, down here somewhere. I was thinking of having a small radiator fitted, so when the central heating on is in the property, heating the radiator up in here. It's not going to cost any more for the heating, and he has, when he's fitted the new boiler, he's actually put me some he put some T connections in and blanked them off ready, so if I need them, it's just easy for him. All he's got to do is connect them straight into those, and I can run him in here. So yeah, I know I've got the log burner as well. Obviously when the log burner's on, I won't have the central heating on, but the log burner's not going all day long. So when the log burner's not on and I've got the central heating on, what it's going to do, it'll warm up warm up in here as well, and that will take pressure off the diesel heater, because on the very cold days, like this morning now, it's not too bad. It's probably just on tick over, so it's on its lowest setting. I've got it set to what, at 15 I think, the heating, but once it reaches that, it drops down to just tick over, so the diesel heater just ticks over on its lowest setting. Obviously on colder days and colder nights, when it goes below 15 in here, the diesel heater is working more, so I'm using more diesel. So if I've got a radiator in here and that's on, or when that's on the really cold times it's on, early mornings when the log burner's not on, obviously in the middle of the night it's not on, so the central heating will kick in. It's going to warm this up, which is going to take less pressure, be less pressure on the diesel heater, so I'm going to be using less diesel. So on tick over, I'm using about 2 litres a day of diesel. If I can keep it at that, that's fine. When it's not on tick over, when it's a really cold night, I'm probably using 3 to 3.5. So it's probably a no-brainer. The amount of fuel it's going to cost, which is going to be no extra to run one little radiator in here. I don't think there's going to be any extra cost on the heating bill. Any pipe work outside, get the heating pipe outside, will be insulated, so it's not really going to be any more for a small radiator in here. It's just going to take that pressure off the diesel heater. And I said to Graham, if it does cost any more to use the using the gas wise in the heating, to get my words out, if it does cost any more, all I do is I'll turn the radiator down in the living room, and Graham will have to wear a coat. Like, oh shit, he's going to find out I said that. I'm going to suffer in the editing, but yeah, that's a thought. It probably won't be now. I might do that for next winter. It's an option I'm going to do for next winter. So, you know, every little bit helps. I did consider, I know people run from essential heating, when the heating's on, they run a coil in the water. Now, I did think about that. Instead of having a radiator, run a coil which will just warm the water up. But I didn't want it, because the central heating is not all the time, I didn't want the fluctuations going up and down all the time, because obviously we use the log burner quite a bit, so when that's on it's just going to drop, so I didn't want the massive fluctuations in water temperature. All I wanted it for was just to keep the pressure off the diesel heater in here, so I use a bit less diesel, and that'll save money that way. There's not a great deal of room down there for the diesel, for the radiator, but I think the width, it's just needed for me to get through, so possibly just a single radiator with the fins. I thought about the double maybe, but they can be quite wide. Something I'll have to think about on what I can fit in there. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I can work that out anyway. That's just a thought. Whether that happens or not, I don't know, but I have got to sort the insulation out in here. Not the insulation, sorry. There's some few little gaps where to get some drafts from. A little bit around the door, definitely around the base, because it's not screwed to the base or sealed to the base, so I'm just going to get some silicone that's not going to, if it's ever have to set this down, I don't want it to damage the slabs. So I'm just going to silicone along the bottom to seal that in, and down the edges where it's connected to the wall down there as well, I need to seal that a bit, and that will just give it a bit more in here, help it a little bit more with the temperature, stop some of them drafts and letting the heat out of here. So yeah, that's where I am. So I'll spin you around, we'll have a quick look at the fish now, see how they're settling in. I have fed them this morning, but we'll see how we're getting on. Right, they're all up in the corner, very shy. It's all new surroundings for them. I don't want to start them too much, they're banging into the sides, I'll be careful of that. But they're okay, they're all seem well. Once that temperature gets up, as I said, I'm going to start feeding. I think I'm just going to feed this side them higher growth a little bit, not all the time. I'm just going to mix it in with their main food and see how we get on with them, but they're settling in really well. Okay, that's a bit tidier, not perfect. Those had to go in there when I finally cleaned that out, because that's an absolute mess. That's going to be a summer job, has to be. Can't be doing it now. That's a bit tidier. And down on the main pond, I've dropped that down because temperatures are dropping a little bit at the moment. I've done a Not the prettiest, but I put that on there. I was letting that dry before I fill that back up. I've got them in buckets at the moment, so I'll give that half hour or so just to start to set up, and that hopefully will seal it and I can get that back in and up and running. So I'm going to leave that for a bit. And I still haven't found the handle which went down there. I forgot to bring the boning rods from work. I have got some, as I said, but I haven't got the right end piece. The one I've got is like a corkscrew. If it's really thin and you can turn it to pull it out, or if it's something in there, but I need the round flat things just to push through, and I'll push it from there to here, see if it comes out. Then if not, I'll push it from there all the way down to there to see if it comes out. Hopefully it is. I don't think it'd have gone any further than that, but if it is, it's gone, which is that handle. So what else? I think that's about it, to be honest. Yeah, nothing else around here. So don't forget, 1st of June at the Koi Collection, he's doing his first event of the year. Be like an open day. Lots of deals on fish and dry goods, and he's going to be doing a raffle for the fish. And as I said, as soon as I get the details of the fish he's going to use, when he gets a little bit closer, I'll put a little video in, or a photo of the fish that's up for sale, not for sale, sorry, which will be in the raffle on the day, and I'll get the price of the raffle tickets. So that's more to come, so looking forward to that. So put it in your diary, and if you can come, it'd be great to see you there. I don't know if it'll be in this video or somewhere. I'll definitely put it on Facebook as well. On one of these videos I put a link to where you can get the directions, the address, probably in the description down below. And if parking's really bad, there is a pub that's fairly close that we can park on as well. They'll let us park up there, so that'll be, don't know if it'll be this video, but I'll let you know when it's in the one of the future videos anyway. So that's it for now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that bell for your notifications. Don't forget to pop out to Facebook and Instagram. So until the next one, stay safe. Job's a good one.